What is going on, guys? Hunter here with Technical Gaming, and today I wanted to do a little video just talking about what operators you guys should unlock first if you are new to Rainbow Six Siege, and if you're saving up that renown trying to unlock all of the DLC operators, which one should you go for first? Now, I'm doing this video because I've seen quite a few comments asking me this question in a few of my videos, so I thought I'd just make this little video and just kind of talk about what operators that I would personally go for if it were me. Now, I do realize that this video is more for the beginner Rainbow Six Siege players, more experienced and people who play this game a little bit more, not going to be too interested into this video, and I understand that. So this is just more for the beginner players and for people who don't have all of the operators, obviously. So I just wanted to put that out there, but yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this. So if you're a little bit newer to Siege and you're looking to unlock one of your first DLC operators, then you're going to want someone who has just a very simple ability that you can just kind of straight up use without having to, think too much about it. So you're not going to want someone like Valkyrie, because for Valkyrie, or to be pretty efficient with Valkyrie, you need to know where people are going to be coming in, where people are going to be around the objective, so you can place your cameras efficiently. And that's why you would not want to unlock her as one of your first DLC operators. Even though she is my favorite DLC operator out of everyone in this game, I don't think she's one of the first that you should look for. So who are the operators who have more of a simple and easy to use ability? Well, in my opinion, there's about 4 different operators that I would personally choose if I were unlocking some of my first DLC operators. And those operators are Frost, Buck, Blackbeard, and Hibana. And do keep in mind, 3 of those are attacking and there's only 1 defensive there. But those are just some of the more simple and overall easier to use operators as far as their abilities go. So I think Frost is one of the absolute best operators that you could start out with. And the reason for that is because she has a very, very simple ability. All she can do as far as her ability goes is lay down bear traps. And you can put that behind a shield if you want to. You can put that just around the objective, wherever you want to. And this is very easy for a new Siege player to kind of comprehend. Just place down a trap, and if the enemy steps in it, then obviously they're going to get injured, and so you can get a potentially pretty easy kill. And I think that's just what makes her such a good operator for beginners in this game. Once you get to a bit of a higher competition, I don't feel like Frost is used all that much, but I do think for beginner players that Frost is one of the best operators that you can pick. So moving on to Buck, and yes, we do have both the Canadians on this list, but I do think Buck is a pretty good beginning operator. Now, Buck does have some more in-depth stuff that you're just not going to think about as a new Siege player, like he can break floors and stuff like that above objectives and under objectives that new players are just not going to think of, and he can do a lot more than just what he seems like he can do at face value. But he's still a pretty good option for beginner players, because as long as you understand, walls that are breakable and then walls that are not, you can easily open up rooms and objective rooms and stuff like that. You can easily breach and get into places easier and just open up rooms, get through hatches, all kinds of stuff with Buck. So he can be a pretty good operator for beginners as well, even though I think he can also be a little bit more in-depth, and that's why you see him a little bit more in the higher ranks also. He's not one of the players that you just see at lower ranks. But yeah, I mean, Buck is a pretty good operator to go for if you're a little bit newer to Siege. So now let's move on to the third one, which is Blackbeard. And Blackbeard is someone you will see being used at any level. I mean, I've seen professional players use him, and then he's also really good for beginner players just because his ability is very simple. He has a rifle shield, and this thing can save you in so many different situations. So once you get a little bit better with Blackbeard, then you're going to actually try to put yourself in situations where they can only see your shield, so like peeking through a window, or just like peeking at different angles where they can only see that shield, so they can't actually shoot any other part of your body, and you'll have a much better chance at killing them because they obviously don't have any kind of shield. But even for the newer players who don't try to do that necessarily, it's still going to really save you a lot, because people in this game just automatically try to aim for the upper body or the head, because obviously it's a one-shot headshot. This thing is going to save you from a lot of headshots, but it will also protect you from a lot of the upper body whenever you're not aiming down sights. So it's just going to protect you a lot of the time, even if you don't even mean for it to. So as a newer player, it can be a very good way to get kills a little easier. So for the last operator I'm going to be mentioning in this video, we have Hibana. Now, I think she's a great option for beginner players because she is just an extremely useful operator to have, because she's one of the 2 operators operators in this game that can get through reinforced walls. So if you're in a position where your team actually needs you to pick someone who can break through reinforced walls, and you should pretty much always have someone who can do that. And maybe you don't want to play Thermite, then you can go for Hibana. If you don't have Hibana, then you're only going to be able to have Thermite as an option for someone who can break through reinforced walls. So Hibana is great for your entire team. You can really just open up the objective, so you can either, shoot in the objective and get some kills, or just open it up so your team can get in there a little bit easier. She can open up different walls and hatches at the same time, which is very nice. And she's also got a lot of depth to her. Once you get like a little bit more experience and stuff, you can do things like hot breach hatches and that sort of thing, which is really fun and very effective. But she's also just a great operator with a very simple tool to help out your team and also to help out yourself. And that's why I think Hibana is a great operator to look at if you're a newer player looking to unlock some DLC operators. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I'm sorry that this video wasn't for everyone. It's more just for the beginner Siege players. So it's probably not going to be super popular or anything, which I'm fine with. I do hope I could help out some of you beginner players though. And yeah, if you did like this video, then leave a like down below and comment what you think about the picks that I had in this video for beginners. And yeah, I think that's about it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.